Yeah, so in this section, I'm going to be teaching students and people who really desire to use ChatGPT to learn. This is how you can use ChatGPT to learn. I've used ChatGPT to learn every time, not to talk. Like I said, prompting is key, and I used to be a very slow learner, and ChatGPT really helped me in the sense that it would help me break it down. So let's say I want to learn about I want to learn about nuclear power. I've been seeing a lot about it, but I don't really know what it is. I'll tell ChatGPT. Sometimes you can use please. Please explain nuclear power to me like a 5-year-old. And what this does would amaze you. So, alright, imagine you have a bunch of really tiny blocking cold atoms inside. Now he explains it to you like a 5-year-old. And if you feel like, oh, I don't want this explanation, you could just still use the same prompts. And so I'm just going to copy this one and paste it and say 11-year-old. 11. I usually use 5 years old and 11-year-old. You can see that it's different from each other because there is a prompting. So that's why I say your prompting is key. And let's say probably you have a schoolwork as a university student who is struggling you are studying maybe medicine or health related course, or let's say you are studying psychology and you're finding it very difficult. You could say you are a psychology professor and your lecturer is not a professor. This is a key. So the person who will be explaining to you is way bigger than your lecturer. So ChatGPT looks for a lecturer professor data and just brings it to you. You're a psychology professor in, let's use Harvard University, even though you don't attend Harvard. You're a psychology professor in Harvard University with, let's give it 30 years experience. I have issues with understanding these assignments. Could you explain to me in the simplest way possible? So let's say the assignment is on human psychology. Let's say types of human psychology. By the way, if I was not studying AI, I would be studying psychology. If I was not in the AI field, rather. So yeah, here you go. So if you want to narrow down, you can still go ahead. Explain developmental psychology to me like a 7-year-old. You can see how simple it is. Development. So instead of using AI to cheat, instead of using AI to do things, you could still use it to do good things. Add knowledge to yourself. This is how I learn most of the things I've been learning for the past 1 year. Yes, for the past 1 year. This is how I learn most of the things I used. I learned. I break it down to the simplest form. I tell ChatGPT to break it down to the simplest form. So that is all about that. Thank you. And what else? See you in the next bonus section.